Welcome in, Pisces. This is going to be your reading, blue moon, blue full moon reading. Okay, so this is for May 31st through the 5th. Don't get caught up in the time. When you find this reading, you're meant to find it. We're just going to see what Spirit wants you to know around this time, around this full moon. It is, like I said, a blue full moon in the sign of Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is all about expansion, okay? And Sagittarius is all about the truth, okay? So maybe some of you will be finding out new truths that's going to expand maybe your way of thinking or so forth and so on. Um, and it's also a blue moon, which it's not the color of the moon. What it means is it's the second full moon of the month, which doesn't happen very often, hence the saying, once in a blue moon. And blue moons are all about second chances, okay? So we're going to see what Spirit has for you, what information they would like you to see. And let's begin. Okay, Spirit, what do you have for our Pisces? What do they need to know around this time? I hope you all are doing well. You're staying happy and healthy. Whoa, okay. This card's been coming out a lot. Go the distance. Okay, breathe. So you have the card breathe. Your first card out. And then you have mending. And I'm instantly hearing mending childhood wounds. Okay. And then you have, like I said, go the distance. So I'm instantly getting some healing energy around childhood wounds for some of you. Taking the time to go within with the breathe card, mending some things in your inner self is what I'm hearing. Okay. And they're wanting you to go the distance to do the healing that is needed. That's what I'm getting through this. But let's get a couple more oracle cards before we break it down into the tarot. And we're just going to see what else Spirit would like you to know. So I definitely get that a lot of you are doing some healing or on the healing journey from something, either childhood wounds or even maybe with your children. Okay, some of you may be healing some family conflicts or something. We're going to find out in the tarot. But first we're going to pull these. So Spirit, what do we have about the breathe card? What does Pisces, too many, need to know about the breathe? What do they need to breathe about? I'm almost getting to that. I feel like some of you are really stressed out right now and they're wanting you to take time. One more. Yeah, heart. Whoa, 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 whoa. A lot of cards popping out here. They want me to take this one. Door is open. And I'm hearing the door is open card came out, and I'm hearing the door is open for your healing. I keep getting healing here. Oh, there's two cards here. Okay. Let's try to go in order. Okay, the first card that came out was the key. All you all you do with ease and enthusiasm is the path to your goal. Actions are secondary. Make the energy within your primary focus. Do not underestimate the little joys. So I'm also getting like the key to your happiness is going within, which I already said that about going within and maybe doing some healing. Okay. And then you've got one of a kind. From the moment you emerged into the world, you've had extraordinary talents. You understand starlight, animal voices, and all things magical. Okay, so I'm getting with this, I'm hearing that Some of you have connection to spirit and have had this connection since the day you were born. And I think a lot of you feel that. Or if not, it may be something that's going to be awakening for you coming this full moon. Okay. So it may change the trajectory, is what I'm hearing, of your life path. Or, what you thought was your life path, is what I'm hearing. But I really hear that spirit is asking you to go within to find that. Okay. Seek a quiet space where, cut out the noise, where you can find your inner calling, is what I'm hearing. Okay. And then your heart path. It's not worth pursuing a path without passion. This road will only lead you to uncertainty and frustration. Follow your heart and you can't go wrong. So they're really wanting you to follow your heart, okay, to go within, to go after your passion, whatever that may be for you. Okay. And then you have the doors open. Pure intentions can open doors in the universe and make the impossible possible. Believe deeply in goodness and watch the magic happen. So I'm definitely getting that they're wanting you to go within. And I feel like it has something to do with your life's calling. It's like you've had this since you were a child. Okay. And they're wanting you to, hone in on it, to pay attention to it. Okay. I want to make sure my mic's on. Okay. Just making sure. I've had that happen to where I've done an entire reading and my mic wasn't on. Okay, mending. What does Pisces need to know? Okay, can I get one more? I think there's only two there. Whoa, that one wanted to come out. Most definitely. Okay, the first card out is embodiment. Now is the time to make your mark in the world. You decide what feels right to you. Embody your leadership power and create your world out of your deepest desires. They are definitely wanting you to hone into something. And I'm also getting with this too, for some of you, that this might have been something that you've been wanting to do for a while, since childhood, something that you're very passionate about. And, you may have been held back by, society, family, partners, and they're wanting you to break through that. So I think that's part of the healing that they're asking you to do, is to, go within and forge forward, because whatever it is that you are passionate about, you're supposed to make a mark in the world. You're supposed to bring it to fruition. Okay. And I really feel like that's what they're asking you to do. And then you have forge a new path. When you make new choices, you create new results. Let go of old patterns and embrace the power of possibility. You are fully supported. Okay, so spirit is definitely supporting you in this path. They're encouraging you to follow your heart, whatever that is for you. All of you are going to be in different areas of your life. You're going to be passionate about different things, but whatever it is for you, they're really telling you you will be supported in this journey. Okay, but they're calling you to step into this new life, is what I'm hearing. Okay, the next card was Behold Beauty. When you insist that the world is hostile and others are enemies, don't be surprised that it is so. Self fulfilling prophecies, fortunately, work both ways. Okay, and this is so true. If we tend to look at everything in a negative way, you're putting that energy out there, so that energy is going to come towards you as well. But it, like they say, it works both ways. If you put positive energy and think positively and believe that things can happen for you, that energy will come back to you. Okay, so let's go the distance, which I believe is just spirit wanting you to get in touch with your inner self, maybe even get in touch with your inner child. Sometimes as adults we go through and, we have all these responsibilities that we lose touch with our inner child. okay, and maybe lose touch with what we're passionate about. And you can still be passionate about your family, your love life, but I feel like this is more of a career and something that you're supposed to bring out into the world that people are in need of at this time. Okay. And it could be a spiritual path that spirit is wanting you to embrace. Okay. What else, spirit? What else do you have for Pisces? And we will break it down into the tarot as well. Okay, can I get one more, please, for Pisces? Thank you. Okay, so the first one that came out, go the distance, is pursue happiness. Never apologize for what brings you joy. Only you understand where you truly belong and where you can find your safe space. Follow your bliss. See, it's like follow your passion, right? What lights you up. And that's another thing too. If you guys are in a job that you don't like and you're not passionate about it, it only holds you back, right? So I really feel like spirit is telling you to pursue your passion. What lights you up? What do you get excited about? Okay. They're wanting you to pursue that. Everything is here. Embrace the spiritual belief that everything already exists in the here and now. Live in the present moment and be grateful for what you have. Okay, again, that's putting the energy out there, being grateful for what you have already, believing that it can happen for you, that it is here. That's putting positive energy out into the universe so that the universe can match you. Okay. And the next card was stay true. The need for validation from others is an illusion. You are not responsible for how others perceive you, but it is your responsibility to stay true to yourself. Okay. So I'm getting with this card as well that for some of you, you may be worried about what people are going to think if you switch, say, your job, or, maybe some of you are thinking about moving to another country or something like that. And I feel like some of you are worried about how other people are going to perceive you if you choose to take this route. But I'm also hearing that your soul is calling you to do this, to take this route. Okay. Whatever it is for you. We're going to find out with the tarot. We're going to see if spirit can't break us down, give us a little more answers on what this is about for you and give you some direction. Oh. Okay, spirit. Give us some more about breathing. Whoa, that came out quickly. And it hit in reverse. So I'm going to take it in reverse. You have the Queen of Cups in reverse. I get a couple more cards, please, spirit. Okay, they say take them. I was going to say it's too many, but no. Okay. Okay. Wow, a couple of conflict cards here. Okay, so like I said, you have the Queen of Cups that came out in reverse. Okay, and the Queen of Cups is somebody who is in touch with her emotions, right? She's very empathetic, very sensitive. So I'm getting, because it came out in reverse, that you're having like indecisive behaviors. You can't decide which way to go, right? Um, I'm going to keep her in reverse. And I'm hearing that they want you to get in touch with your emotions. Again, that keeps coming out. They want you to go within, get in touch with your emotions, what makes you happy, what makes you passionate. Okay. So it's like the lack of emotion in, your decision making, and you're indecisive because of that. And then you have the Seven of Wands. Okay. So I'm getting here that with the Seven of Wands, it's like victory, courage. It's like standing your ground. Okay. Setting boundaries and standing your ground. Okay. Because you also have the Five of Swords, which is, conflict. Okay. And it's also winning at all costs. So I feel like they're wanting you to stand your ground with people around you that may not agree with what direction you want to go with your life. Okay. Whatever that may be for you. It could even be a relationship. It could be a career change. It could be a move. Okay. But I really feel like Spirit wants you to stand your ground. And this is also a card of self sabotage. Okay, so they want you to pay attention not to be doing any self sabotaging, which again is like the Queen of Cups coming in reverse, being indecisive, saying that you can't do it, having restrictions, giving you putting restrictions on yourself. Okay, they don't want you to do that. They want you to go within, find out what you're passionate about, what you're emotional about. Okay, what really makes you happy. Okay. And they want you to also have clear communication with the people around you when you are making these choices, but do not listen to, you know, don't let them stop you, is what I'm hearing, because people are going to have opinions, right? But don't let that stop you. Okay. And then you have the Two of Pentacles, which is change. So they're definitely wanting you to change. And this person is like indecisive this way or that way. Okay. Again, another card of being indecisive. They're definitely wanting you to go within to make this decision. Okay, because this is on the breathe card. And then you have the Empress, which is all about wealth and abundance. Okay. It's all about she's done the hard work. She's, it's a feminine energy, but don't get caught up in the energy. So you may, emotions are more of a feminine energy as well. So they may want you to go within to be in touch with your emotions. Okay, that keeps coming out here. I keep hearing that, but I also hear that they're telling you by taking the choice to make the decision, to make the change, you will have wealth and abundance. She is completely abundant. Okay. We do have, I'm going to call out the energies. We have Taurus, Capricorn, Aquarius, Leo, and Cancer here. Okay. So that could be, signs in your chart or maybe people around you at this time as well. Just take it how it resonates. Okay, let's go into the next card here, which is about healing your inner child or healing maybe something to do with your children, but you're definitely being called to go on a new path. Spirit, what else do you have for Pisces? I got flippers. Flippers. You have Temperance. The Ten of Pentacles, which is abundance again. Wow, the Queen of Pentacles. And the Tower. Told me to take them all. Okay. So, Temperance. Sagittarius energy. I'm getting with this that the need for balance and the spirituality, your spiritual self is asking you to, it's like Spirit is asking you to change your mentality about this scenario or situation. Okay. They want you to look at it differently. They want you to look at it more positively. Okay. Because they really, it's like you are gonna, it's like a completion of a cycle once you get this going and change your mindset. Um, I feel like you'll have financial help. For some of you, this is going to resonate on this journey. It could be, from family or something like that. I also heard when this card came out again that you will be successful. You will be financially successful in this journey. And I think that's why Spirit is trying to get you to make the change. Okay. Because I feel like abundance, is going to be there for you. And then you also have the Queen of Pentacles, abundance. Okay, she's all about abundance. Um, we have Virgo energy here, Sagittarius. And then you also have the Tower, sudden change. Okay, so I'm really getting that they're wanting you to make a change. Okay, and with the Tower, sometimes when that comes out, mattered on the card. So I really feel like this is a financial change for a lot of you, okay? And they're wanting you to take the leap of faith. And with the Tower coming out, some of you I'm feeling like may have, already lost a job, okay? Or maybe some of you are seeking a new job already. But it's like if you don't do it, the universe is going to do it, okay? But they don't want you sitting around and waiting for them to make the change, okay? I'm just using this as an example. If you get fired from a job and you didn't even realize that was going to happen, that is the universe coming in to make you make a change. Okay, we don't always like to do things that are unexpected. Okay, but I also feel like in this, spirit is telling you you will be financially protected. Okay. And that doesn't mean you can just sit back and do nothing. Again, you have to put the work in. You have to, do your best so that spirit can match your energy. And that's how you will be successful. But I'm really getting here that they want you to make this change in work because you have something that you're passionate about they want you to bring out into this world. Okay. They want you to because I feel like people need this kind of information from you. Maybe some of you are thinking about starting a spiritual practice. Maybe it's something else. Maybe you want to do a cooking class on YouTube. People will come. People will watch, and you will be financially secure. Okay, in this journey is what I'm hearing. And again, we're going to go to go the distance. But I also am getting that for some of you, it's really all about your mentality. And it could just be things and beliefs that were brought to you from childhood. It could be that some of you are worried, how is this going to affect my children? Okay, because I see the children card here. But they're trying to tell you it's going to be okay and to communicate and to do things in, a positive light. Okay, what about go the distance for Pisces here, Spirit? Oh, okay, Four of Wands. Can I get a couple more, please? Thank you. Oh, that's so funny. I'd seen that card in the break. One more, please, Spirit. I don't want to say too much before I continue. Six of Pentacles. Okay. So let's start with the first card. The Four of Cups came out. Okay. And that is like spirit is trying to, if you see this guy, he's looking at all these things all these cups that didn't work before. But spirit is trying to hand him a new cup, a full cup. But he's not looking at it because he's concentrating on what hasn't worked in the past. So spirit to me is telling you stop doing that. Again, it's your mindset. They want you to have a positive mindset on this because it will work out, and stay true to yourself. Pursue your happiness, go the distance. Okay. And then this card that I seen, Five of Cups, came out. Okay. And this is being, he's mourning the spilt cups in front of him, right? But what he doesn't see is the Two of Cups. Happiness is right behind him, but he's not looking at it because he's mourning the cups that spilt, which is almost exactly the same as the Four of Cups. He's not paying attention to what spirit is trying to direct him towards because he's too focused on the negative and what hasn't worked in the past. So spirit really wants you to stop looking at the past, stop looking at what has not worked, and forge forward, go the distance, create something new, whatever you're passionate about. Okay, and then you have the Six of Pentacles. And this is all about prosperity. And this gentleman is giving to the less fortunate too. So I'm also getting, for some of you, you're going to have help. You're going to have some people coming around you to help you with this transition. You're going to have the right people coming in. I'm also hearing, about giving your energy into the right places. Make sure that where you're putting your energy is towards your happiness, in towards what you want to build in your life. Okay. Um, and then you have the Four of Wands, which is celebration and victory. Okay. It is literally the end of, like, the finish line. Okay. This is what this card is. It can also be the card of marriage too. For some of you, maybe it's about a relationship, but I really feel like for most of you, this is about changing your career and going towards something that you're really passionate about. But Spirit is telling you, you will have victory in this. Just change your mindset. They want you to go the distance, pursue your happiness. Okay. And you will get the financial help that you need. The people will come into your life to help you with this transition, but you also have to go the distance and continue to follow your passion and your happiness, okay? And don't think negatively. Think about the positive things that can come and see how that changes things for you, okay? Pisces, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this helped. I hope it resonated. And until next time, I'm sending you love and light.